Jack Callaghan certainly has a very impressive book of drives. Firstly at Newcastle on Friday night for the first round of heats of the Inter-Dominion, then backing up here at Club Menangle on Saturday with the running of the Teeny Tina, heats of the Brian Hancock and also heats of the Christmas Gift. I caught up with Jack to discuss their chances. As I mentioned, Jack, a very impressive book of drives that started the opening event at Newcastle on Saturday night for Peter Hedges, Mondello Beach, awkwardly drawn on the inside, but has been trialling well for his return to racing.
Yeah, he's a handy enough little fellow. He's done a pretty good job for connections, and my brother Tommy's been doing a good job driving him, and good to pick up the driver in this feature, and he should be thereabouts with a nice draw.
Heat 1 of the Inter-Dominion is race 3 for the Pacers, a horse you know well, the True winner, District Attorney. Looking back on some of his runs, second in the Kilmore Cup, then finished last in the Victoria Cup, and then bounced back with a 6 to Max Delight.
Yeah, his last couple of runs probably been a bit below par, but he's had a short freshen since then, and he seems to come on really well, and he's looking as good as he probably ever has since joining Jason's team. So a bit of an awkward draw for him, which will probably make it tough, but if we can just pick up some handy points, that'll probably be the main aim.
Yeah, the middle of the front line, would you look to attack early?
Oh, he's got that option. He's obviously got really good gate speed, as he's shown in probably most of his Queensland racing, and he did lead the True early before taking a sit, so he's definitely got options.
Well, the horse of Jason's in the second heat race 4 in the Carter's Narano. He has been mixing his form, and he's got a wide draw.
Yeah, he was flying prior to his last run when he pulled up a bit ordinary from it and had to do a fair bit of work as well, so he'll probably be driven conservative. I'd say he's better when you don't use him quite as much, and being the first heat, you don't want to kill him either, so we'll just look for him to build throughout the series, hopefully.
Over to race 5, Jack, and we'll certainly know what Curly James can do. He's been flying of late, third to Leap to Fame, second to Swayze, the New Zealand Trotter Cup winner, second to Black Dance, and you won on this fella 4 runs back.
Yeah, he's been flying, this horse. He's been, here, there and everywhere, up and down the highway, and his form hasn't changed at all. He's been running great races wherever he's been lining up, so I'd expect no different on Friday. He's
versatile in his racing pattern. You follow out Black Dance.
Yeah, it's not a bad draw. Black Dance obviously is a horse that gets driven very forward, and he's got great gate speed, so it's a nice trailing draw for him.
You picked up a drive in the Trotters for the first round for Mark Lee with Kiang Stuka. He's had good form, but recently his form's just dropped away a bit.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about him. I have to kind of look into this race a bit more closer to it, but coming up from a really good camp, and I'm sure he wouldn't be here for no reason.
Royal Dan contesting the second round of heats for the Trotters. His form's been outstanding since joining Jason this season. 15 starts, 9 wins, 5 placings, 4 as runner-up.
Yeah, he's been flying as well. He's the type of horse that likes to get up and boogie, and it's a bit of a different draw for him. Usually, he's, right up on the speed and doing a lot of work. So it'll be interesting to see how he handles this draw, and also the track's probably not going to suit him quite as good. So it might be all right for him to be on the fence and just tuck away, and hopefully can get a bit better draw in the next coming heats.
You wrap up your drives on Inter-Dominion night in race 8 with Seeking Pleasure for Adam Regari.
Yeah, she's been racing quite good. She's won 2 starts ago, and then ran into 2 really nice 2-year-old colts last week, and she wasn't beaten too far in really quick time, so she should be thereabouts.
In the final event, half holiday for Darren Grant. I noticed Darren's given this particular fella 3 trials, and they've been pretty solid trial performances.
Yeah, he was nominated to race last week, and the race never stood up for him, so he's kept the work up into him with a few trials, and he should be forward enough to put in a good showing against some quality horses.
Turn our attention to Menangle on Saturday night. Gone in the opening event, drawn the second row, fitted for 1 run for Jason, and that was a 4th behind South Coast Arden.
Yeah, he, all those numbers probably not great next to him. He's only beaten 4 metres, and as you said, that was in the free-for-all, and he drops back to a 95 here, so you should appreciate that and look for an improved effort.
Whiskey Cavalier doesn't know how to run a bad race. Jack, in race 2, drawn the middle of the line and very consistent.
Yeah, he's finding it hard to, win one, but he is, as you said, very consistent and earning good money, so I wouldn't expect any different this week.
I suppose your most interesting drive on Saturday night for Jason, he's had 2 starts in New Zealand for Jason, is I'm the Falcon, and coming off a very solid performance behind Merlin and running 7th in the free-for-all.
Yeah, both his runs on Cup Week had plenty of merit. He was first up on the Tuesday for a very long time and, led that and wasn't beaten far and finishing 4th. And then he had quite a tough trip on the Friday and also wasn't beaten far by really quality horses, like you said, Merlin and Catch a Wave. So he'll appreciate the class drop, and I think he'll be very hard to beat.
Formerly with Emma Stewart, now with Jason, as compete in race 4, coming from a wide draw, but the trial was very good, coming home 26 behind Bainbridge and running 2nd.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with his trial. He, probably need to come on a bit from that. They only went slow, but he followed a nice quarter home, and it was good to show he's got a bit of speed like that. So we'll learn a bit more about him after this week.
Running of the Teeny Stakes, it's a classic event for the mares, and now you're driving out Chiquita once again for Jason. Nicely drawn in gate 2.
Yeah, she'll appreciate the nice draw, which she probably needs in this grade. She's stepping up, but it's only a smaller field and probably not the strongest Saturday night mares race, with it being a little bit more restricted. So she's a horse that I think will appreciate probably going a higher in grade. She follows the speed quite well, and she never wins by too far, but she's always been thereabouts.
Adam Regari's team's going well, but Cool Night coming off a good 3rd here last time out behind Mickey Pins, which you drove, goes from gate 1 now out to gate 10.
Yeah, that'll hurt him a little bit, but this horse is going really good. He had a real tough trip 2 weeks ago when I drove him, and then, as you said, he was behind some really nice horses last week in 149, so if he can repeat a performance like that, he should go really close.
Jack, I don't know what the strike rate is for horses that have their first run for Jason. I think it would be outstanding, and Mr. Bondi's one to watch in race 7.
Yeah, I'll have to look at him a bit more. Don't know too much about him, only just joined Jace's team, but he's only a little fella and got a bit of speed, so we'll see how he goes.
Yeah, he's up in grade. Coming off wins at Leeton and Wagga, but always respect horses that enter Jason's stable. And talking of that, Mickey Pins did exactly that and was successful here last week. An impressive win, Jack, because he defeated a very good horse in Rock and Roll Hammer.
Yeah, that's right. I've driven that bloke a few times as well, and I know how good he is and the quality of races he's contested really well in. So it was a huge effort for him to win, coming first over like that, and really quick mile, but especially back half, and he couldn't have been more impressive, really.
Jack, you've provided an outstanding in-depth look at your drives. The best for Newcastle, the best for Menangle?
Newcastle probably, we're going to need a little bit of luck. It's obviously really strong racing, but I probably like Curly out of the best of them. He's in great form, and Menangle, it's hard to go past Mickey Pins, I'd say.
Jack, thanks for your time and good luck.
No worries, thank you.